Hey, this is Edwin Dearborn, another edition of Growth Driven. If you're looking to grow your business with more referrals, how do you attract them? Well, I go over, there's 4 different types of referrals. Hey, Edwin Dearborn here, and it's been a while since I did an edition of Growth Driven, but I was off vacation for a few weeks with kids and got into other stuff with companies and delivering services. It's actually been a very good thing recently. All my outflow, all my promotion has been paying off, but I wanted to get back into the saddle here with Growth Driven. Kind of felt guilty about not creating content that I'd been so intently creating. So I'm back in the saddle, and here we go. So in my book, Referrology, which you can buy for $1.99 on Kindle, it's a simple read. It's maybe 30 pages. And I've been on several podcasts as a guest, and there's been a point here where a lot of people have expressed interest, and I wanted to go deep into, well, how do we increase referrals? And I believe that it's important that we understand that there are 4 unique types of referrals, and each of them can be an incredible game changer for brand awareness and, most importantly, generating referrals. But brand awareness is part of the referral process. People are not going to refer to you if they don't have a good memory or they forgot about you. There's a lot of people out there that, they go to a great restaurant, but they forget about the great restaurant, or they have a great experience, but they don't tell anybody. So just because you create a great experience, although that's important, that's a primary fundamental in generating more referrals, that doesn't mean that greatness alone will get you more business. So how do we take that greatness, that ability to be referable, and now maximize it along different channels? And so in my research that I did in 2020 and 2021 to write this ebook, I took the time to go, wait a minute, there's a little bit more than just asking for a referral. Asking for a referral can seem odd at times. It can seem rude, maybe impolite, or that you look like you're begging. And of course, we don't want to look like we're begging or that we're desperate. What we want to do is join the forces and, allow other people's enthusiasm and contact with their networks to drive business in our direction. And I think it's important that we identify, well, what are the referral types? So I'll go over those with you. And each one of them really has a strategy. So the first one I call a soft referral. A soft referral is someone's mentioning you on a website or in social media or maybe even conversation, but they're not directly telling you about the brand. They're indirectly telling you about this. And most common soft referrals are positive reviews on, let's say, Yelp, Google My Business, Facebook, or other review sites. So they're leaving a positive review. They're not directly referring people, but you and I know that those positive reviews, as they populate and as they accumulate, it will help you build your brand. It will attract you more customers. When I first moved to Las Vegas about 5 years ago, I didn't know many people, so Yelp became my soft referral source. Well, I like Thai food. This has got 900 reviews. It's 4.2 on the scale. It looks good. I'll go try it out. So those 900 people in an indirect way referred me to that Thai restaurant. The same will happen to you. Another way to get soft referrals is have people just tag you on posts. They are at your restaurant, they're at your practice, and they take a photo on Instagram and they tag you in it. That's a soft referral. Again, they're not directly referring people to you, but over time, lots of people tagging you in about your brand, a lot of people mentioning you on social media, a lot of people leaving reviews has a cumulative effect. That's a soft referral. Number 2 is a direct referral. That's someone saying, this is my dentist or this is my financial planner. You need to call them right away. Here's his phone number, or maybe even make the introduction. That's a direct referral. Probably the best way to increase your direct referrals is take your past clients and make sure that you're engaging them through email, through good content, through social media, through tips and facts, phone calls to remind them, hey, it's time for your cleaning. Hey, it's time for a review of your finances. Whatever it is you do, if you don't stay in front of your referral sources, out of sight, out of mind. So, I've known people that have had databases of hundreds, if not thousands of contacts, and they send them no emails. They don't make sure that they're followed on social media. They don't engage them on social media. And then they wonder why the patient or the client went somewhere else to do business or sent their referrals somewhere else. It's because you became irrelevant. They forgot about you. So very important is make sure all your past clients, your contacts, the people you meet at networking events, that you're connected with them on social media, you're engaging with them on social media, and you're sending really good bona fide content that provides value to them. That could be how-to content, videos, articles, whatever it is. But if you keep adding value to people, they're going to do business with you and they're going to refer to you. So that's the direct referral. Number 3 is the influencer, working with influencers. Now, traditionally, when I say influencer marketing, they think about, Instagram model. She's beautiful. She's got millions of followers. And yeah, that's a play for a lot of big brands. But what about you, the entrepreneur or the small business person? Maybe you only got 5, 10, or 20 employees. How do you use influencer marketing, this type of referral, for you? And the simple answer is that there's influencers called nano influencers and micro influencers. A nano influencer has between 1 to 10,000 influencers on social media. And a micro influencer, depending on your definition, has between 10,000 and 50,000 or 10,000 and 100,000. What's unique about the nano and micro influencer is that although they have a lot less followers, those followers tend to be very engaged, meaning that nano influencer maybe only have 5,000 followers on Instagram, but she's talking to them and posting and engaging with her followers very actively. My estimation based on research is that 5% of the people in your email database or those that follow you on social media or come into your office or practice are nano and micro influencers. That's 1 out of 20. So one of the ways that you could do that is just ask those people as they're coming in, hey, by the way, are you active on social media? You don't have to ask them if they're an influencer. Just, are you active on social media? And they will tell you, oh yeah, like I'm big on Instagram. I've got a fashion channel, or, I'm really into food, or whatever it is they do. Like myself, I've got almost 20,000 followers just on LinkedIn. So I'm a micro influencer on LinkedIn. My posts are seen by thousands of people every day. So if I say, hey, I know a guy with virtual, assistant services, I might get 2 or 3 leads for that guy just by mentioning them. So you want to ask people, are you active on social media? They'll tell you where they're at, and then get them engaged with your brand in some way. Come up with a bright idea, come up with some, very simple strategy of how they may be able to mention you or post you or write, or do a video about you, or somehow let them know that you want to work with them to talk you up on their social channels. So that's number 3 in terms of where you can get referrals. Number 4, now we're working with a co-branding relationship. This is a much more sophisticated methodology and strategy to get referrals. Now you've seen this played by big brands, which, Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the NFL, or Subaru, the official car of the US ski team. Things like that. Those are co-branded relationships. Now, although I've used big brands as examples, I'm just letting you know that the reason why big brands do it is because it works, and it can work for you too. Now, let's say you're a florist in your town. You could work out co-branding relationships with wedding planners, with ministers, with churches, religious centers, with hotels that do events, See, you start to look at, well, who is working with people that would want flowers? See, as a financial planner, you go, well, maybe I could co-brand with some CPAs or some bookkeepers. They're handling people's money. They can see where they could save them money or help them with their money. I could develop co-branding relationships with other people that are touching and servicing the exact same audience that I am doing. A coffee shop could co-brand with local churches and go, hey, every Sunday we'd like to provide the coffee for your events. Or maybe you could have events in our coffee house. Maybe smaller groups could come in and have their events. There's so many different ideas that you could do with co-branding relationships where you become the official resource for that company or for that church or organization, small or big. Now imagine, let's take all four. We've got soft referrals, we've got direct referrals, we have working with influencers, and then we have official, contractual co-branding relationships. And maybe those contracts aren't in writing, but maybe it's just a verbal agreement and a handshake. All the way to formal contracts is a possibility as well. When I go over these four different channels and audiences, and we develop kind of a simple strategy, and then we develop processes and actual systems, and we train the staff in these ways of asking for reviews, where we ask for direct referrals, where we ask people to invite friends and family and colleagues to things, guess what happens? When you develop that as part of your culture, you're going to get more referrals. And you and I know that referrals are the Willy Wonka golden ticket of business development. They spend more, they're easier to close, they stay with you longer, they're just the absolute best clients that you could ever get. I've never called anybody and said, hey, I have a referral for you, and they got upset with me. Everybody's very, very happy to get referrals. But you've got to go into a proactive mindset. You've got to develop a proactive strategy to make referrals part of your marketing process, not just something, oh, it happens whenever it happens. If you're doing that, you're leaving so much money on the table and opportunity for you to get in front of much better clients. Now, if you need help in getting more referrals, go to my website, brandedshareables.com. I'll put the link in this video once I'm done with it. Get my book, Referrology. You can buy it on Kindle for $1.99, or you can download it for free from my website. Of course, you're going to have to give me your email and contact data. That's part of the getting it for free. But if you don't want to give me your information, just buy it on Kindle for $1.99. It's 30 pages. You could read the thing probably an hour or two and really start to develop your own strategies on how to generate more referrals. You can be proactive with it. There are ways for you to do it. And any way that I can help you, reach out to me, and I'd love to get you to grow your business. This has been another edition of Growth Driven. You make it a great day. Bye-bye.